a croissant.
Hello everybody. So today another viewer's question. This one has to do with using internal effects, using the internal effects send, so effects 1 and then effects 2 doing external. So I've set myself up here. I'm gonna so once again, this is what I'm using. I am using my TC Electronics rack mount. I thought I got the picture. I'll just show it. It's easier this way. So I have it set up on, I think I'm doing slap back. I can't tell from where I am. I just kind of set it up. I did tap tempo, so the tap tempo is going to go with the snare on the song. And yeah, so I'm using this half. I'm using this half of the system. So effects 1 is going to be the internal. I'll show it to you here. Show it. Oh, can't see it yet. Let me move my keyboard out of the way. It makes it a little easier to swing this around. Okay, so here we are. So tap tempo. So if I go into effects, I got it set for send, and I'm going to do Hall, and I'm just going to use it like this. And so yeah, so effects 1 is going to be this. Effects 2 is going to be going into the TC Electronics, coming back in, and I will show you that now. Let's just see if I don't crap this thing out. So there's send 2 coming out, and it's going over here into, there's the rack. So you can see it's right there. It's a little dark to see, but let me turn the light on. Let me see if that'll help. Sorry. There we go. Doesn't help a lot, but there you go. And then it's coming back out. So it's going into my patch bay. It's getting used on the TC Electronics. You can see the TC Electronics, that light flashing there. That's the TC Electronics effects loop. So it's coming back that way. So, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So I have 1. So 1 is going to be internal. 2 is external. And then it's coming back in on A and B over here. You can see I've got it plugged in. I tried to make this as simple as possible. And so yeah, so some caveats here. I am going stereo out the way I normally do. So I'm using, if I go to assign here, you will see that I am using the stereo bus. Let me turn that light off. That might help a bit. But I have A and B are gray or green. It's hard to see, but yes, they are. They are a different color. They're green, and they are being used by the effects loop. So if I go into mixer, you can see that I have moved input B all the way to the right, because once you go to the stereo bus, this is now your mixer. This is now your everything. And then if I look at input A, same thing. It's pointing all the way to left. So it's going to go stereo. And I've only set up on 1 track, and I will show you that right now. So if I go into, well, let's just look at track 1. So now we're on track 1. As you can see, I have post. I have them both at about 67, 59. So if I'm just going to push this one back up to 67 as well. So they're even. Not that that matters. So now, well, what I'll do is I will turn it off first so you can see what you hear. So let's go home. So start, go back to mixer.
I am eating a croissant.
So you're hearing the reverb.
And I will be there for you.
You're also hearing the reverb from the snare because I have it on there as well.
And I will be upstairs running the media.
So now you can hear number 2 is external. It's up, 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 up. It's ping ponging.
You and Jay can lead a song. Je suis un adult.
And now it's just going to be the bottom one.
Tu as besoin de travail.
So that is how you do it. So it's very easy. The other caveat that I should add in here as well is that if you plug into effects 1, okay, I'll show this to you right now since we have it set up. So what I'm going to do, we'll set up. So as you can see, I got in send to back here. Let's move it to send one. So now what's going to happen? This is one of those crazy things you can do with a Tascam. So I'm just gonna quickly, let's see which one has. I'm gonna turn off all others because it's gonna be really, really, really annoying. Let me just make sure I got all the reverbs off. Because I think the second vocals had it as well. All right, so this is the only one. So I'm going to turn the pre off here. So now what's going to happen is, because I have everything going through the one send, as you can from the back you can see it's going one send. It's actually going to use the internals and the external at the same time on that one send. So here we go.
I have to work on a video.
Let me see if I can get that to show a bit more.
She is a problem for me.
Let's do it different. Let's do something.
And a cat and a pizza for a bit.
Oh, I think I'm being...
We will have a good night.
No, there we go.
If you have any questions for me.
Let's start the song over again with just the vocals.
We will have a good night. If you have any questions for me.
So there you go. It's still going. So yeah, so as you can see, it's actually using both.
I am eating a croissant, and I will be there for you.
Now let's do some...
And I will be upstairs running the media. You and Jay can lead a song.
So if you...
Je suis un adult.
So yeah, you can tell it does it's technically sending it, so it's kind of going, it's hitting the effects, splitting so that one goes through the internal effects send and the other one goes through the external send. So they're not blending. It's not like it's daisy chaining it. It's paralleling it out. So you can tell that right there, because otherwise the changes I do on the chorus would go crazy in there, or vice versa. So that's my video today. Well, I just swung that around, didn't I? So I hope that helps you out. Yeah, so it's easy to set up. Like I said, just go send one or send two out, and then bring it back in stereo, or if you want to put on a track, assign it to a track, same thing. So, hope this helps you out. Talk to you later. Bye.
We will have a good night. If you have any questions for